yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Bill of Rita, it's Carla's Heart of Influence. Of course, I believe that worked. Hello, welcome everyone. Happy Why Wednesday to Carla's Heart of Influence today. Bill of Rita, we've got some extraordinary folks that we're exploring the superpower of integrous influence with. And please, Bill of Rita, who's here?
We do have some extraordinary people for Carla's Heart of Influence today. And of course, coming from Erie, PA, 20 years in social services, then transitioned into real estate, winning the coveted Erie's Choice Award multiple years in a row since 2020, a background in psychology and fitness instruction, and trains and competes in triathlons, has masters in educational psychology and counseling, serves on a local board, and enjoys mentoring, leading, fundraising for her local community. Let's welcome to the show, Stephanie Montgomery.
Stephanie, welcome to Carla's Heart of Influence today. Warm welcome to you. And Stephanie, Plato, the Greek philosopher, shared, play a game with me for an hour, and we'll learn more about each other than if we speak for years. So kick this game off with a fun fact. Could be a proud moment, adventurous moment, a little surprising moment, I don't know, maybe even a little embarrassing or funny moment. Anything that's a headline, Stephanie, not a story, that would make us say, Stephanie, no way! So Stephanie, please, what is your fun fact?
Right. So about in 2018, right before I kicked off the real estate stuff, I had a huge fundraiser for myself. It started off, it was going to be a small little friends and family baby shower. For the purpose was to freeze my eggs. I didn't want to be pressured by the biological clock. So I had a giant fundraiser. It turned into a huge woman empowerment movement. I had strangers. I had over 300 people that came to this event. I raised $11,000 and I have 18 eggs frozen in a tank in Pittsburgh, hopefully not getting freezer burned.
No freezer burn, nothing scrambled, sunny side up to come. Stephanie, outstanding. Bella Frida, let's go.
That is an outstanding fun fact. Next up, from Erie, PA, a lifelong fitness guru known for introducing a world-renowned local dance fitness program, instructing and motivating others for 30 years. former director of PR and sales for her family hotel operations, a leader in her direct sales jewelry company, and owner of a luxury women's clothing boutique. Let's welcome to the show, Peggy Schwab.
Peggy, welcome with warmth for sure. And Peggy, please, what is your fun fact?
I'm going to play Did You Know? Did you know crystals around your face make your skin look brighter and more gorgeous? Did you know your wrist is the smallest part of our body and we use our hands to talk? Did you know when you put on a statement necklace, it strikes up a conversation? Did you know when you put on a long necklace, you automatically, illusionally look like you lose 10 pounds? Did you know 85% of your fashion budget should be spent on accessories? I appreciate the opportunity and thank you for having me.
Peggy, I
That is
love it.
absolutely awesome.
Sean, I am getting you some necklaces, earrings, and bracelets.
Let's rock and roll. I love it, Peggy. Thank you very much. Bracelets coming my way. Bella Rita, let's go.
Yes, we're going to elongate your face, Sean, and make you look like you lost 10 pounds going to Grand Cayman just by accessorizing you. Carla, what do you feel like that plan? Next up, from New York, a lifetime entrepreneur starting his first business at 19, grew coast to coast and duplicated his success in publishing, digital advertising, and e-commerce. Built a business from 0 to 8 figures and 200 million in sales, then a successful exit. #1 best-selling author, lectured 6 out of 7 continents, and loves projects related to helping animals and the environment. Let's welcome to the show, Mark Anthony.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
And the crowd goes wild for Mark. Welcome. I think wait, did you rule someplace in ancient times and have time traveled? Is that possible? Do I know that name from somewhere?
Everything is possible. Don't let the secret out, but everything is possible. And that just might be one of the things that's possible as well. And I absolutely do believe anything is possible. It's a way I've sort of lived life. And
Awesome.
that even ties right into a fun fact that I could share.
Yeah, what's your fun fact, please?
So with that mindset, I was out skiing. I love adventure activities. Unfortunately, got into a major ski collision that was truly bone crunching. And I also had a workshop to present down in Florida. I was in Canada at the time, up in Whistler. And when this accident took place, they had to do surgery. And I had a workshop to do literally 36 hours later. They did the surgery, had a cast all the way up my entire leg. And I still figured out a way to get down to where I was the key speaker. And I told them in the hotel, take the sofa out of my hotel room, put it on the stage with a nightstand. And I'm literally all stretched out with the laptop on that nightstand.
Wow.
Every sales manager, every business owner said sick days are no longer allowed. But it was about, I knew I could make it happen, and I just figured out how to do that, as well as had a backup plan just in case it truly couldn't happen. I did have someone else who could have presented, but it's just a way of living life that, like, look at all the solutions and set your life
Mark,
up
that
like
that is such an awesome fun fact.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Mark, real quick, what was the run at Whistler that this horrific collision happened on? Do you recall?
I don't. All I remember is that I was on an expert run that was bare. So I cut over to an easy run, and then a beginner collided into me.
Oh, no.
Mark, Sean once tried to kill me on Whistler also. So I can empathize with you, and I'm so sorry that happened.
And Sean,
Yeah,
I know you like some
Rita
adventure stuff too. I have a helicopter ride where we could jump out of a helicopter to go diving. So we'll talk
Mark.
about that.
I love. Where would this be? Where does this happen?
This is actually in Hawaii. and you can jump from as low as 10 feet to as high as 60 feet. You jump in like a rescue diver.
Wow.
You grab a motorized something or other, takes you underwater to your main dive site.
That's awesome, dude. Well, Mark, you are extraordinary. That is one of our greatest fun facts ever, with more than 6,000 people in the Heart of Influence. Honored to have you here. Great job. Bella, I have ideas for you. Ideas for you. Let's
I had a
go.
feeling you got some ideas for me. Thanks for that, Mark. I see a new adventure in my life. But next up from Erie, Pennsylvania, founder and chief positivity officer for her security company, the first Black-owned woman security firm in Erie, transforms the lives of children and families through direct care, work at a renowned child care center, Erie's 40 Under 40 Award, fighting poverty by teaming with local nonprofits, programs, coordinators at Erie's Black Wall Street. Let's welcome to the show, Tanae Taylor.
That's a lot of clapping.
That's some craziness right
be like
there.
8
Amazing.
of us, but
Amazing. And wait, and Bella, make sure I have that right. Is it Tanae or Janae?
10A, like the number 10, the letter A.
Yeah, awesome. Tanae, thank you so much for being here. What an extraordinary introduction. And please, Tanae, what is your fun fact?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said, Tanae, what is your fun fact for us today?
Oh, my fun fact today. I came in honestly a little bit after you guys started. So I was trying to pick up what you guys were doing. So when you say my fun fact today, can you ask me what you're actually asking? Like, are we supposed to make it up? This is my first one, so you gotta help me out.
So just something about you that we wouldn't expect to hear. It could be, so for example, Mark was like, I jumped out of a helicopter, I got crushed and crashed, broke my leg, still did a speaking engagement, like a headline, not a story, a headline.
Okay, I got you. I got a couple. I think I appeared to be a little sweet, and being that I own and founded a security company, I'm obviously a little more aggressive than I appear. I also played football professionally, and I played for high school actually. I played Little League, and then I played for high school for 3 years until they became the big juniors, and I realized women don't keep growing like men do. So went ahead and stopped. But that's the biggest one. People never think that I actually played professional football before.
That is super cool. Love that fun fact today. Had the privilege of speaking with a number of women professional football players at Lee Steinberg, the actual Jerry Maguire Super Bowl party. I did the keynote speaking at that, and I've met a lot of fine, incredible women like yourself that have played professionally. So I'm very present to it, how real it is, how amazing it is, and congratulations also on all of your growth and entrepreneurial success. And thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bella Rita, today we're gonna go out and start doing some cone drills, doing some tackling, Bella. Let's go.
I'm gonna come tackle you. But next up, I think our next two participants, I think they might tackle each other every now and again also, because they share a very similar last name. But from Erie, Pennsylvania, ran a tech startup in New York based in tracking, received funding from an accelerator in Erie. After that team broke up, he used his design and automation experience to find ventilators for patients that were in need during the pandemic. After having his first child, went back to automation and manufacturing, building experiences for hardware, software systems, also owns an Airbnb vacation rental business with his wife, who we might just meet in a moment. But let's welcome to the show, Chet Hanabinis. Hasabanis.
You got it.
Hasabanis. Chet Hasabanis.
Chet,
Thank you.
How are you? Welcome. And please, your fun fact.
So I met my wife, Amy, who is also on this show, is a ballroom dancer at Halloween Swing Dance Party. And I didn't know a single swing dance move. She was there to recruit some dancers for her showcase. She asked me out for a dance, I not only get recruited for her dance show, but got recruited for life with her.
There you go. Recruitment for life happening. That is a beautiful, powerful story. Yes, love that. I was going to make a joke, but Bella would smack me, so I will not. So, Chet, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Bella Verita, this Erie entrepreneurial community, there's a lot of power in this. I'm seeing it, Carla. Come on, Bella.
There is definitely a lot of power in this for sure. Next up, of course, from Erie, Pennsylvania, a social worker for 10 years with seniors, worked in election office for 3 years, and is the author of 2 books. Made chocolate-covered sweets in bulk for weddings of friends and family for 10 years, all on her own as well. Ran a bakery with her husband that closed so she can stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom, and then began running operations for their shared, thriving Airbnb business. Let's welcome to the show, Amy Hasabanis.
Amy, welcome to the Heart of Influence with Carla Fleming, of course. And please, what is your fun fact, Amy?
Well, I am a ballroom dancer. I've been in Erie since 2008 with 2 organizations. One is USA Dance and the other is Stardust Ballroom Dance Club of Erie. My fun fact is that I performed in a ballroom dance show when I first started in 2008, just 30 days after my first lesson. And now, all these years later, I am basically the chairwoman of our ballroom dance shows that we put on once a year. So
just to be clear, did you ask Chet to dance or he asked you to dance? I just want to get real clear on this.
I asked him on the first day.
There you go. The man is saying the things. So Bella Verita, integrity reigns with Amy. And please, Bella, I think that brings us to the woman of the hour. Come on.
It does. Your level 5 listening is sharp. From Erie, Pennsylvania, company mindset and business coach, formerly ranked #1 by Inc. 500, published author and speaker, 3-time world-renowned holder, recruiting the largest team in the world of first-time belly dancers at an annual charity event, fundraising for domestic abuse shelters. 40 under 40 entrepreneur, composer, receiving the runner-up International Song of the Year award for one of her original love songs. We're going to have her sing that song on the show sometime, but let's welcome to her show, Carla Fleming.
Carla, welcome to your Heart of Influence. Thank you for doing all the things that you do. And please, Carla, what's your fun fact?
Well, thank you, Sean, and thanks everyone for being here. And my fun fact is, Sean and Bella, as you know, and maybe some of you know, I do have 35 nieces and nephews, and they're all so unique and brilliant in their own different ways. And recently we got to see the sonogram of the one on the way, and it's just amazing how far they've come with sonograms. You could see this little one kicking and moving and dancing, maybe, Amy. It's just so amazing. It used to just be a picture. Now it's a video, and we'll meet them in January. That's my fun fact.
It's a beautiful fun fact, Carla. And in fact, I was about to say, well, it's been like 2 weeks. Isn't number 37 on the way? And there you go. So yes, in 2 years, there's going to be like 100 of these amazing people. Yes. So Carla, that's an awesome job. And shall we do the things, Carla?
We shall. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. So we introduce our other co-host, this woman with the red hair, doing a beautiful job introducing everyone, started her career in the space of influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. By the age of 19 in network marketing, not a place that people succeeded that much, this woman was generating 7 figures of business at 19 years old. And then she's like, I got something going on here. 24, 25, 26 years old, like Michael Jordan, the basketball player, she's three-peating, but not in basketball. Instead, as the #1 business broker in the entire state of Nevada, #1 at 24, 25, and 26 years old. At that, she was the first woman ever to do it. And at 24, the youngest person ever to do it, let alone 3 straight times. She begins to train entrepreneurs, Fortune 500 companies. And in fact, in 2019, did I say every sales team she worked with doubled their sales? Skier, surfer, scuba diver, in the most extreme of conditions. She may have learned that, Mark, from YouTube, more likely from a blind man, but it depends on how she feels about him on that day. Philanthropist raising more than 8 figures in the past 2 years with the Unblinded team, published author twice, about to be thrice. And this woman in 2023 publicly, courageously, inspirationally battled cancer and won. Let's welcome to her more than 800th episode of The Heart of Influence, our co-host, Bella Verita. Please, Miss Verita, your fun fact.
Yes, Sean, I think I'll go with the fun fact that I moved my home, opened a new headquarters for Unblinded, and got a puppy all in the same week. That is my fun fact.
And my corollary fun fact is these cuts and scars on my arm. That is the beautiful puppy, Emily. Yes, amazing fella. And how is Emily doing today, Bill?
Emily is doing quite well today. She is resting. We'll see if we hear her voice at some point during the show, because I did not put her all the way upstairs. So we'll see if she makes an appearance today.
Tell her I miss her and love her, and we'll see her soon. So yes, let's rock and roll. Please, Bella, let's do the things. We got these people from Erie. They do all kinds of amazing things. We're late. We're behind. Maybe not. Let's go.
Well, first of all, let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He is only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that is blind out of those 1.2 million attorneys. And in fact, the state of New Jersey thought he was so cool that they actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on Fortune 10 stages, Fortune 500 companies, from Disney to T-Mobile to Salesforce to Tony Robbins 18 times, soon to be MasterCard. And when he's not busy flying around, speaking on stages with thousands of people, he is an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine in the last 2 years. Let me welcome my co-host, soon to be decorated in beautiful jewelry, Sean Callagy.
Thank you. Bella, thank you. Carla, thank you for bringing all of these heart-centered, growth-minded people. Like I'm hearing growth, I'm hearing heart, all present. And of course, it's Carla's Heart of Influence. So that's just what happens. My fun fact for today is, yes, I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive, but I will go with this for today. Since we're talking Whistler, Bella has become an expert skier in record pace, skis black diamonds, double black diamonds. And Bella and I were in Austria skiing this past winter. And Bella's like, I got this. We got one more run. We had to get to Germany to do a virtual speaking engagement with Joseph McClendon. Like, we got this. I was on an elite group coaching call as a blind man skiing through the Swiss Alps, coaching our elite groups live. And Bella is like, I got this. The next thing we know, I think we hit France. I have no idea where you are. And that is my fun fact for today, that we were lost in the Swiss Alps, coaching the elite unblinded fine folks. And we made it back alive into the speaking engagement on time. And now Bella is an expert skier. Bella, that's my fun fact.
That is a super fun fact. And in my defense, when we started the day, Sean kept saying, we have all day. Let's just get lost in the mountain. Let's get lost in the mountain. So I think his intention was clearer than mine. So I'm going to blame it all on you, Sean. You're the reason we got lost in the mountain, even though you were on a call and I was leading.
Yes, this is a perfect depiction of human communication dynamics. I will leave it right there. Bella Verita, shall we go forward? Who's going first?
We shall go forward, Sean, and since she's going to help me decorate you in beautiful earrings and statement necklaces, I think we should kick it off with Peggy.
Awesome. So Peggy, here's what we're doing. We had a little fun, made some introductions, but the power of influence, the ability to cause yes, drives everything. Our leadership, our management, our recruiting, our fundraising for profit, not for profit, of course, our marketing, our selling, everything happens after yes. But how do you do that? Like pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. We're bombarded with information. Everything's coming at us. I don't think the Wolf of Wall Street tactics work with heart-centered, growth-minded, sophisticated people like yourselves and most people. So how, when we have beautiful yeses like all of you do for your services, your missions, how do we get those yeses through to people's hearts and minds and integrity? What does that look like? So this is a fun research and development laboratory around that. Plus, people get to hang out with each other, meet them. More than 1,000 episodes of The Heart of Influence we've run now. Welcome to that club. So Peggy, to illustrate this and play and see what we all think, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, or I don't know, the King of Erie, because it's an incredible place that has boundless entrepreneurs. Whomever that you, Peggy, would want to be going from hello to yes with. Footnote, doesn't have to be a sale. Footnote, it doesn't have to be the ultimate yes. It could just be Peggy a yes to a longer conversation. So Peggy, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
I'm gonna call Bella the Queen of Erie when she arrives here. We'll crown her. We'll get her in our diva group. How's that?
Bella, yes. Bella Diva Queen. This works. Bella, take us in.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. I was with a function with you last evening, and I noticed you are the life of the party, and it shows right now as well, meeting you. And I can tell that you love jewelry. Did you have fun trying everything on?
I did. I do love accessories. I do love jewelry. I was a image consultant in a past life, and I love it.
Well, I noticed I'm looking at your wish list from last evening, and you still have several items on there.
Yeah.
What if I told you that you could get the rest of your items plus bonuses for free?
Ooh, I like free 99.
Free. We all like free. Don't we like free?
We do like free.
Yes, we do. Now, it's just about getting a few friends together. And once you get up 10 orders, it doesn't matter what price point they are, you get to $400 to $500 of free jewelry. The Park Lane, yes, free. That word free is just phenomenal. So what happens in the Park Lane world, 365 days of the year, your 2 least expensive items unlocks 4 half off, which we call that the 6-pack. And then you have the option to go back and pick two items up to 200 for $35 each. How does that sound for you?
That sounds really great, but what if like I can't get my friends to like come over? What if they don't want to, be a part of something like that?
Well, we face options like that. And what I would do is I would be with you and we could do a Zoom, and I'll give, what I do is I tell them the games we're going to play. They win free jewelry. I give away this, I give away that. They do not have to participate as far as buying, but they should just come just for the fun and camaraderie for you.
Well, that is beautiful. And Peggy, I'll tell you what, if you can get my significant other to come and try on jewelry, I am there.
Oh, that's fabulous. Does he have pierced ears?
No, but we can pierce them on the spot.
Oh, I do that. I do that at my shows. I have ice cubes, so it's not a problem.
Bella, I have the people with the nets and the white outfits coming to get you. Yes. So can you please step outside, Bella? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Carla, don't you think Sean would look great with pierced ears?
Yeah.
She's shaking her head. Yes.
I do.
Well, a couple more things, and then I'll let you go. I know you're busy. We're all busy in today's world. What day works for you?
How about we do it tomorrow?
That's fantastic. One more thing to introduce you to is I have a VIP page. I'm online Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I work at do my lives at Chico's Clothing Store here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
So what I do is I talk about fun, fashion, bonuses, and what's going on.
Peggy, unfortunately, I got to run at the moment, but let me come by your store because I'd like to meet you in person and see what this all looks like.
That's fabulous. Bring your husband. We'll do his ears right online.
Perfect.
Peggy, yes, you're going to end up on the DNC list, but great job anyway. So thank you, Peggy, for sure. No, great job. Bella Verita, we'll give Peggy some feedback in a moment, and I am covering my ears. Who's next?
Next up, we have Stephanie.
Stephanie, please don't pierce my ears. And who would you like Bella to be?
I'm sorry, can you give me the options again? Or it's anybody I want?
Yeah,
Okay.
any type of ideal client, charitable fundraising partner. Yeah.
Yeah, how about a client? A client that is considering buying or selling, but not sure.
Their home.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go, Belle.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. How are you? This
I'm
is Stephanie
good.
Montgomery with Coldwell Banker.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Living a dream, Bella.
Nice. Nice. What made you call me today?
Well, actually, I'm returning your call. You had some questions for me about the potential process.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I've been thinking about selling my home, but I'm not quite sure where I want to go. I don't know if this is really the best market because like I know, interest rates are high and so are people really buying, so I'm just trying to decide if it's the best time.
Okay. So what I would love to do, if you're open with it, I'd love to do what I call a buyer consult. I'd love to get to know you because this is a partnership, regardless of whether you and I choose to work together or you choose to make that next step. It's a partnership and I want you to be comfortable. Most importantly, I want to sit down and chat with you to determine if this is a good move for you right now, based on some of the things you already mentioned, the market. It's tough. It's a tough market out there. So I'm extremely transparent. You'll probably be hearing some things that might be comfortably uncomfortable, but I would love to answer all your questions before we kind of dig in.
So do you what is your just opinion real quick? Do you think now is a good time to sell? Like, are people buying with the interest rates the way that they are?
Yes. In fact, it's actually, let me give you a little fun fact. That's not my fun fact, but for every 1 percentage point that an interest rate comes down, there's approximately 5 million more buyers out in the United States looking. So if you're able to purchase a home and get pre-approved with a lender for the current interest rates, now is the time. What's going to happen if you wait? I call you, like, if we have people I hear sometimes people are waiting for the rates to come down. Well, what's going to happen? Bidding wars are going to be greater. Prices of houses are going to escalate. You're going to be in more bidding wars, paying more money for a house because there's 5 million more buyers out looking. So my thought is you marry the house, you date the rate. So if you're capable of purchasing at a 6 or 7%, let's explore it. And then as soon as rates come down, if they come down, you refinance.
That sounds fair enough, Stephanie. That was a great answer. The best answer I've gotten to that question so far. So how about you swing by tomorrow and we can have a conversation?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Great job, Stephanie. Great job, Peggy. And everybody, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Stephanie or Peggy, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a little scoring system. And that might be like, what is the next step? Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation with Peggy or Stephanie? Please don't do that today because I'm really trying to get Sean's ears pierced. So let's give them some great feedback. Maybe that next step is a trip to Starbucks for a little mocha chocolate and a little croissante to have a little bit longer of a conversation. But if that, just a cup of coffee isn't enough, you're so enthralled and you too want to get your ears pierced, maybe you'll be willing to meet at Capitol Grill, renting a private room, having the seafood tower, the nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan, of course, maybe you're having salad and French fries, but you're not skipping out on dessert because you definitely want to have the longest conversation possible. But if that's still not enough, and you are so intrigued and you want to have the longest conversation possible, you are going to rent a private jet. Of course, stop and pick up Carla because she did invite you here, and then fly anywhere in the world with Peggy or Stephanie to have the longest meeting possible. So let's kick this off with Mark. And Mark, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Peggy?
Each of you both did very well, but the one thing I would say to be conscious to do is ask more questions of what Bella was looking to solve, how you could actually best serve Bella with your jewelry, with any, solutions you were going to give to her. And the way to target that would be a couple of more specific questions, more about her than what you had. But it was excellent, first and foremost.
Thank you, Mark. What's the next step? Little mocha chocolate latte, maybe jumping out of a helicopter with scuba gear on, going to dinner, private jet. What do you got, Mark?
I think you should absolutely explain how they would be glitter in the ocean if they jumped into the water with that jewelry. So it would just bring that level of adventure to that. See, the jewelry so many different ways. It was perfect.
Bringing the Barracuda for great pictures. Mark's got this, Bella. Come on.
Mark's got this. Next up, let's go to Nay. Nay, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Stephanie?
I like how you sound really, really knowledgeable in the topic of what you're talking about. For me, when I engage with someone that I want to either, like, usually when you start talking, they're interested. They're at least interested in your conversation. So I was interested, even though I actually don't know anything about sharing what you do, but it got my attention. And then when she would ask you questions, I felt like you didn't pause. You were like right there. And for me, that's what get me interested. So that would lead me to, like, I want to have more of a conversation. So I guess the only thing, I guess it could be negative and positive, is that I didn't get enough, but I do want to talk more.
And today, what would you want to do next to talk more? Cup of mocha chocolate latte? Are you jumping out of helicopters and playing with sharks? I don't know, maybe a steak dinner, a little seafood tower, private jet.
I don't want to do none of that. We girls, we about to go get our nails done and go to the spa or something. We ain't talk about what you talk about.
Let's go.
Nails, a little bit too adventurous for me.
Yeah, Bella Rita, I want red, white, and blue on my toes. Let's go.
All right, I can make that happen for you. Next up, let's go, Amy. Amy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Peggy?
I thought she did good, just immediately engaging her potential future customer. She seemed very outgoing, very bold, and that she loves her products and loves what she does and is excited about it. Also, it was nice that she explained that they're not required to buy, and she even can bring her friends into it with no requirement to buy. It was very engaging. Did a very good job.
Amy, awesome. So some coffee, steak, little dancing, maybe private jet. What comes next?
We can definitely meet up for that jewelry party.
Let's go. Amy's in. Amy's in. Come on, Bella.
Amy is in. And last but not least, Chet, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Stephanie before we get to our co-host?
I feel she did great. She was very confident and knowledgeable, knowing about the process, what happens with the buying journey. And Bella was initially concerned because she doesn't know how the market is, but she tried to calm her down with a fun fact. And that was a very practical and easy way to make someone understand how the market is. Also, it's very scary sometimes. But I think she did good in terms of being transparent on what are the terms are. And she was able to close, at least able to follow through on her closing line, wherein she got to meet with her. So it's still not a yes, but I think she was able to understand the concerns or the problems that initial buyers generally or sellers have. And
so, Chet, what do you think the next step with Stephanie would be? Are we going to like Capitol Grill, private jet, little croissante?
I feel like a lunch or dinner would be good to discuss more in detail.
Let's go. Little lunch or dinner, little pizza, maybe a burger, steak, who knows? Come on, Bella, we got Carla.
We got Carla. And Carla, how about your 15 seconds of feedback and a score for both Peggy and Stephanie?
Absolutely. Amazing job. And thanks for taking the participant seat. And really fun energy present for Peggy. Amazing. And your expertise really shines through or sparkles through, we could say. Maybe some more open-ended questions. One that I love to hear Sean use is, how would that resonate with you or not? Something really open-ended for the ending. And beautiful job. And then Stephanie, I loved how you guided the conversation right from the very beginning. I really appreciated your integrity and transparency and kind of educating along as you went. And to Mark's point, the more Bella is talking, the better. So that would be an optimization. And for both of you all, I love the spa day Tanae brought up. I'd go with a jewelry party, a new home for everyone. I'm good with all of it. Great job.
Outstanding. Carla's ready to go. Bella Rita, come on. Now, Carla, you know what she's going to do to me. Please, please be nice. You're a very beautiful, heart-centered person. Please. Bella, over to you.
Let's be nice, Carla.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
not.
Carla,
How would that
you
resonate with you or not?
what's that? What'd you say, Carla?
I said, how would that resonate with you or not, Bella?
I love it. Well, Carla, as you know, and everyone, this is the time in the show that I get to put my co-host in the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because Peggy, Stephanie, maybe you guys knew what you were doing, maybe you didn't. However, this is the time I get to stick it to Sean and come up with scenarios that he has no idea about. Carla, ultimately, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on to see if he can flex his influence muscles or not. You can choose one of my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. And you know, I had some fun with today's scenarios. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Bella.
All right. So option number one is Sean would role play Adam going from hello to yes with Sean on why it would be of service to the mission for him to get his ears pierced. So that is option number one. Option number two is I read online that Ann B. Davis from the Brady Bunch lives there in Erie. So option number two is Sean would role play Peggy going from hello to yes with Ann Davis on hosting a jewelry party with all of her friends. So that's option number two. And then I also read that Billy Banks lives there in Erie. So option number three is Sean would role play Stephanie. Oh, and then I wanted to bring in a charity component. So going from hello to yes with Ann Davis, but to bring in a charity Erie Gives. So the party would benefit Erie Gives. So that's option number two. And then option number three is Sean would role play Stephanie going from hello to yes with Billy Banks on why it makes perfect sense for him to list his house right now. So those are my three options I have for you today, Carla. Any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have an idea up your sleeve?
I love these, Bella. And what really jumps out at me is Ann B. Davis. I didn't know she lives in Erie, and from the Brady Bunch.
At least that's what ChatGPT says. So
sure.
It's true.
Okay, Amy says it's true. So I really like this, and hosting the party with the benefit for Erie Gives. I love this scenario.
Perfect. And so, Carla, who do you want to play Anne?
I would say Amy. Are you up for playing Ann B. Davis?
I can do my best.
Yes, you can.
So, Bella, how old is Ann B. Davis?
I would have to ask ChatGPT. So give me one moment.
Yeah, this is wild. And the yes that we're seeking here, Carla, is to have a party there with Peggy and jewelry. Is that correct?
Yes, and the benefit is for the Erie Gives Day that we have annually in Erie. Benefits all kinds of different charities in the city.
And it's Erie Gives, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And so it benefits the myriad of charities from Erie, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Awesome.
And ChatGPT did say she actually did pass away. So she's not currently.
Okay, so
but we're going to bring her back to life.
We're going to go back in time. Yep. So, hi, Miss Davis.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Davis, this is Peggy. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is still a good time for you?
Yes, that would be fine.
Yeah. So first of all, Miss Davis, I obviously know who you are. I know you know who you are, but thank you for being such an iconic figure in the history of America. And some people think the Brady Bunch is a cute show from the past, and there's a fun Brady movie that did it comedically and did a little spoof. but you had a
Mhm.
profound impact on the life of Americans. And thank you for being a model to so many, including me. And you had a real impact on my life. So thank you for all that you've done and contributed to this great country.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm
Yeah,
honored
yeah.
to be here.
Yeah, thank you. And so, Ms. Davis, I'm grateful that you took the call. What I'm curious about is what prompted you to say yes to the call in the first place. Thank you so much. But what was there for you?
Well, I like hearing about and learning new things. Especially I knew that there would be something in my former city where I lived. So I really wanted to hear what was going to be offered, and I'm really excited for this potential opportunity.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you. So, in my understanding is you have a deep, abiding love for people. That the character of Alice really resonated with your heart and soul. And I've read some of your blog posts and seen a couple of videos and heard some of your speeches, and I've read your book. And I feel this deep sense of mission to make people's lives better. Am I on track there? Am I hearing you correctly, or no?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So from that place, could I share a couple quick things in our final minute or so together?
Yes, yes.
Yep. So, Ms. Davis, the dynamic of charitable giving has reached really complicated spaces. What do we give money to? Do we give money to cure cancer, give blind people jobs, cure the blindness of children, rescue people from sex trafficking? Like, really, it sounds like an odd question, but isn't that present for people when they go to these fundraisers, which are beautiful, in concept? But if everybody has a great cause, and there are so many, and people are honest and efficient with how they use their resources, how does one charitable cause set itself apart from any other? And this is something that is very present for me. And I have this dear friend, Carla, and she has these friends, Bella Verita and Sean Callaghan, and they have this model called Sustainable Giving. And they've done such extraordinary things in the space of charitable fundraising. They took this online influencer who had $14,000 is the most money he ever raised at an event. And they raised $2.6 million at his next event. So, Ms. Davis, what I'm proposing is to have a meeting, and please have your advisors, your attorney, your agent there. And I do work in the space of jewelry, and I'm fun. I'm magnetic. I'm a person of influence. I'm a great speaker. And bringing my work together with the sustainable giving model and the heart, the centered energy of you, what I think we could do is shatter any all-time fundraising record for Erie Gives, create massive impact in the community, and do something that is entrepreneurially growing, cyclically sustainable to make magical things happen. So I know we're out of time, and your team was very clear. They only want to stay to 3 minutes. So what I'm simply proposing is a follow-up 30-minute conversation where we can unpack how this advances your mission, shatters these fundraising records, and perhaps, Ms. Davis, becomes something we could take literally across the country. So, Ms. Davis, how would it resonate with you or not to have a follow-up conversation about not only Erie Gives, not just jewelry, but something powerfully sustainable and reframing of charitable causes resonating with your incredible career in acting? Please, Ms. Davis.
I would be interested in doing something like this. I think there are so many different organizations, from the arts to so many things people are inspired by. And I think across the board, I would be interested in following up and hearing more, but also because this is my former hometown, there are so many amazing organizations, and we can just reach outside of Erie also with what we're trying to do here with Erie Gives. So I would definitely want to follow up with you to hear more about all this.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. And shall I set that up with your team?
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate you very much, and have a blessed day. It's been an honor.
Oh, thank you very much. It was wonderful to hear from you.
Thank you. Out of roll, Amy, thank you so much. Great job as Miss Davis. Alice, right, from the Brady Bunch. And
Yeah.
please, how did I do as Peggy? Yes, Amy, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
just want to say Alice was so kind. Like, she was like such an amazing character, like the voice of reason the whole time. But
100%. Amen.
I think you did good as Peggy, because you have to engage what you are doing for careers and things that are important to you in sorry, I don't want my mind to go blank, but I think it's important to say what she is doing as her job and how it can benefit other people. And you can combine charity with the job that she's doing.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. And wonderful job today, Amy. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for being Alice. And how was your time, Amy, on Carla's Heart of Influence overall?
I had a good time. Thank you for this opportunity. And it was great to hear from you all. And some people I've known, I've met before in the past, and other people are new. So thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, we thank you, Amy, and great job. Peggy, wonderful job in the participant seat. I love the energy, the precision, the certainty that you bring. Clearly, you are incredibly polished and masterful in your communication. How'd I do as you? And how was your time on Carla's Heart of Influence today, Peggy?
I think, Sean, I think you did fabulous. I could embellish you a little more so we could just have a few little items, you know. And I can't really see. It doesn't look like you need to lose 10 pounds, but, you know, I could put a long necklace on you and you would lose illusion of looking thinner, although you already look very svelte. I don't mean that.
I could use a long necklace.
Yes. So thank you. I appreciate that, Peggy. Wonderful job. Yes, I would love to be, necklaced and jewelry and accessoried up. That sounds
Hey,
wonderful.
Sean, this could solve your, like, you know, because we're going to Grand Cayman. We're taking the team, the company to Grand Cayman next week for an immersion. And, you know, Sean did say he wanted to be at a particular weight, but then he couldn't eat like all the cookies and ice creams and all the things. So maybe, Sean, the necklace will solve that. You can eat all the cookies and ice cream that you want and just wear the necklace instead.
That is perfect. Yes. And I'm weighing in 1 pound under right now. So I'm for the exact target spot. So Peggy, thank you. Bella, thank you. And let's go.
Thank you.
Where are we going? Am I up?
No, actually, let's go with this. Today, love what you're up to in the world. Could feel the certainty, the energy. I definitely would like to see you and Bella in a tackling drill. This would be awesome. We'll give her the ball. She's got to score the touchdown on the cone drill. Today, please, your final. How was your experience on Carla's Heart of Influence today?
I had no idea what I was in for. I was going to watch an episode, but then I decided that it might taint, you know, my view, and I might like worry too much. So I came in completely blind. Actually,
All
but
puns intended.
I'm in love with what this is. Before I started my business, I did some cohorts, Paramount Pursuits. I'm also the program coordinator at Erie's Black Wall Street. And there is a lot of entrepreneurial like assistance that's needed. A lot of the times, like you guys all know, there's places that I give it and it costs so much. And it would deter someone because it already costs a lot in energy, time, and effort that you give up when you become an entrepreneur anyway. But to have something set up like this where you can discuss with others, because although I didn't get to be a participant, I learned from what Miss Peggy and what Miss Stephanie said about how I could come off now, how I need to sound more knowledgeable like Miss Stephanie did, and how I need to identify the reasons why people need security, like Miss Peggy already told Miss Bella that she needed a necklace. Like to come to stuff like ready and prepared. I love what you can get out of exercises like this. So I had a great time. I appreciate it.
Today, thank you. And thank you for joining the more than 6,000 people who've been here, including recently passed Jim Brown, some would argue the greatest NFL football player of all time. His daughter, a former professional football player, has been on the show as well. So thank you, Tanae, for being here, and look forward to more. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bella, please.
Let's go, Mr. Mark Anthony. Thank you for being here. Great job kicking us off in the judge's seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was wonderful, and it just serves the whole experience as such a great reminder of the power of when you surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, other business people. You can see things the same as them as well as very differently from them. And when you take that entire whole of different perspectives, it helps you approach things in new ways. It creates a shift in ideas, and that really becomes part of the definition of influence. So the forum allows people to really get so many more insights to expand that influence. So thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful job, Mark. Thank you so much for being here today. Bella Verita, please.
Let's go. Stephanie, thank you for for being in the participant seat. Beautiful scenario. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. Thanks. I like, it's fun to listen to other people, other entrepreneurs or business owners talk on their feet, talk on their feet. You can definitely, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to butcher your name. Tanya. Yeah. Sorry. No, Tanya. Yeah. She made a good point where I do feel that I think that by being true and real when you meet with people is a great way to establish rapport. Rapport building is your number one. People do business with people they like and they trust. So in order for them to trust you, you have to know what you're talking about. And if you don't, you better fake it and figure it out before you meet with them in person. But I liked hearing everybody kind of talk on their feet with the role playing, because that's a hard thing to do. And it shows really well who knows what and how much they know.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Stephanie. Wonderful job. Appreciate you and could not be more aligned with what you shared. Thank you. Bella.
And let's go. Last but not least, before we get to our co-host, Chet, how was your time with us on Carla's Heart of Influence?
I would like to say Mark, Stephanie, and Tanya had really good insights already. But I have something more to add on, and I feel the concept of heart of influence is like life. Like we are influencing like every day. So from my baby to my co-workers to my managers, and to actually see people in action, and all the entrepreneurs like being together in action, I think it's really a good platform and also a good way of sharing the message. So I'm really honored to be part of the show, and this was a great experience.
Thank you. Beautiful share. Chet couldn't agree more. Influence is, with integrity, of course, the only attainable superpower. And thank you for being here today. And obviously, your beautiful wife caused the yes. It is sequencing of yeses, and you caused yeses, and that's how you guys are here. So great job. Bella, this brings us to Carla.
It does.
I want to talk about growth mindset. I want to talk about a heart-centered human that just wants to see people win, has so much desire for their success and elevation. That's what this woman is, as many of you already know. We see her too. Carla, thank you for everything you've done. And please, your final.
Thank you for that, Sean. Just truly touches my heart. And it is always such an honor and a blessing to co-host this show with you and with all of our brilliant guests. I just want to thank our brave and very competent participants and our thoughtful and super articulate feedbackers, and just everyone for all the fun that you brought to this process today. It's always so present to me that this is so much more than a show. And you have really helped us all in such a fun and special way up-level our influence today. And so thank you for that, Sean. And now we get to bring that out into the world, that up-leveling. And so I just want to thank you all again for co-creating this magic with us today and for being who you are in the world. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Beautiful job,
Thank
Carla.
you.
And because of Carla, we have 3 quick gifts for everybody. Our first gift is next Wednesday, actually, not true, 2 Wednesdays from today, you're all invited back to meet other entrepreneurs. There'll be 80, 90, 100 entrepreneurs exploring the superpower of influence. We'll drop into breakout rooms for a little bit, but we'll also work on foundational, fundamental principles of influence in a new, powerful, innovative, and masterful way. Number 1. Number 2, we have our group influence book. What if you needed one book to capture public speaking, management, leadership? One book. This is it, your textbook for all of those things from yours truly and our incredible team here at Unblinded. And it's not a chat GPT throwaway. This will blow your mind. It's how we've created the results and outcomes we have at such outlier levels. And third, we have a business acceleration session for you. This session, nothing will be sold to you. Nothing will be sold to you during the session. But instead, how do you take your mission, your work, and bring it forward in an ultra powerful way? Our beautiful, fun commitment for you on that is if you've ever had a more powerful hour to explore where the leakages and holes are in your business and the possibilities for acceleration, please tell me, because I'm going to run and find those people. But we've never had anybody yet say they've ever had a better hour as a complimentary gift. So those three things are yours. We appreciate you enormously. Bella, fantastic job. And your final.
My final is everyone really, truly great job. Carla, your heart-centeredness, your leadership to bring this group together today is extraordinary. Definitely connect with each other and absolutely download that book, because I ask people all the time after the show, hey, did you download the book? And they're like, no, didn't really get to it. And it is the book on group influence. If you're looking to influence at scale, it is the book. So definitely download that and click that link to join us on Wednesday, because it's a really great time with some really incredible individuals that are doing powerful things in the world, and what Sean leads off in that call. If you could take one thing away that would accelerate your money, time, or magic, why would you not come? So thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. And we end every show by saying this: may you let no one love your dreams more than you do. And I may be physically blind, which I am, can't see anything in front of me, but I'm absolutely certain that the possibilities for acceleration so often sit right in front of us. But unfortunately, with those opportunities right in front of us, at some level, Bella, Carla, we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job, everyone. Thank you.